Hello everyone, my name is Lucy. Welcome to my channel, Simple Sunday Afternoons. It is truly a privilege to have you here with me in this channel. For today's recipe, I have something really easy to make, chicken parmesan. So I hope you stay with me and accompany me into my kitchen to make this wonderful and delicious dish, chicken parmesan. And starting with the ingredients, I'm going to be preparing 3 boneless and skinless chicken breasts. I will be cutting them horizontally to make about 6 servings. All of the ingredients on my left side hand are going to be used to make the sauce, and all of the ingredients to my right side hand are going to be forming the crust on the chicken. 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of brown sugar, a pinch of red pepper flakes, and 3 minced garlic cloves, 1 diced small yellow onion, 1/4 cup or 8 grams of cilantro, salt and pepper to my taste, 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon or 2 grams of fresh oregano, 1 tablespoon or 2 grams of chopped fresh basil, and 1 can of 28 ounces or 794 grams of crushed tomatoes, 1 tablespoon or 2 grams dry oregano, 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of garlic powder, and half tablespoon or 5 grams of black pepper, 1/2 of a cup or 50 grams of shredded Parmesan cheese, and the same amount of mozzarella cheese, half cup or 25 grams panko breadcrumbs, and 1 large egg, 1/4 cup or 31 grams all-purpose flour, and 1/2 cup or 50 grams of shredded fontina cheese. For me, this fontina cheese is very similar to the one that we buy in Puerto Rico, which is called queso de bola. And I have about 1/2 cup or 23 grams of chopped fresh basil for garnishing before serving. And in addition to all of these ingredients, I'm going to prepare 1 box of spaghettis. In a big skillet or big frying pan, I pour about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then I'm going to saute the onions together with the garlic. And I have the stove in high temperature for now. Then I'm going to add the pepper flakes. I'm adding the oregano, and I'm using fresh oregano, but you can use the dry kind. Next, I'm going to add the fresh basil. And after a minute or so, I'm adding the crushed tomatoes. Then I'm going to add the fresh cilantro, followed by the brown sugar. I'm going to lower the temperature to low, and before I cover, I'm going to taste for salt. Sprinkle a little salt if necessary, and you can add pepper. Cover and let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm using two separate flat dishes. In one of them I'm going to be mixing the egg with the all-purpose flour. And in the other I'm going to be mixing the panko bread with the Parmesan cheese and the spices, the dry oregano, the garlic powder, the black pepper, and a little bit of salt. After washing and cleaning my chicken, I'm going to split the chicken breast in two, so one breast will make two portions. Always ensure that your surfaces are really clean when you're working with chicken or any kind of meat. I'm putting the chicken inside a zip bag and I'm going to pound it with the flat portion of the pounder. I'm making it flat so when I fry it, it fries faster and is completely cooked. I'm going to sprinkle with a little salt and then I'm going to let it rest for about 20 minutes. Now it's time to bread the chicken. I'm going to dredge the chicken in the mixture of the egg and the flour, and then I'm going to make sure it's covered completely with the panko mixture. I'm using about 1 cup or 250 milliliters of vegetable oil for the frying. The oil is in high temperature and is completely hot before I place the chicken to fry. And because the chicken is pounded really thin, we know it will cook faster and we don't have to worry about the chicken being raw inside while the crust is already brown. When taking your chicken out, place it in a wire rack so it doesn't get saggy while it's draining the excess oil. Place the chicken to a cookie sheet and then mix the mozzarella cheese with the fontina cheese. We're going to cover the chicken with the cheese. And I have turned on the oven in broiler and let it preheat. And I'm going to place the chicken in the broiler for about 2 minutes, creating a golden crust. The sauce is done and I have kept it warm in simmer temperature. And I'm going to pour the other tablespoon of olive oil and I'm going to mix well. I'm going to cover each piece of chicken with the sauce, which is about 2 tablespoons. I'm also cooking 1 box of spaghettis according to the box instructions. It will take about 10 minutes for the spaghettis to be cooked completely. I drain them and then I'm going to pour the rest of the sauce over the spaghettis. I'm going to make sure the spaghettis are completely covered with the sauce. Now comes the best part, serving the spaghettis, and over the spaghettis I'm going to place a portion of the chicken. Sprinkle with your favorite cheese and some of the fresh basil. Buen provecho. I hope you like this recipe and that you try it soon. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel to see more wonderful recipes such as this one.